the most insane part here is that like my turd number 2 was like deep in that culture, and this is how he kind of used it. This is how he understood it, I think. And it's just batshit crazy for me. So like, I've been, now I'm not anymore, but I will ask the next shrink if it comes to that. I might fucking forget. But I have thought about it for a few hours today. I'm like, is this manipulation? So the logic here, and I think it's insane. It's not logic, it's just craziness, but I need another example. I have a few. I have a good one that I had a really funny conversation with an individual online. The individual started talking about computer games, and the only computer game I have ever played is Need for Speed Underground, and that was like back when that was a thing. And since then, sometimes like once in 3 years, for a couple of days I would play the same game because I'm autistic. I'm not involved in that world at all. Nothing draws me in. I have had many encounters with computer games. I'm still explaining consent, like how I don't enjoy Umax. Well, I will have to continue. So yeah, like I did a job with like internet queries, and there are a lot of queries about computer games. It's a very popular thing. So I have seen all the popular computer games and on like the less popular computer games and everything, and just like there is no interest for me. They don't attract me in any way. So I, being responsible, like we're fucking, and the guy initiates the action, and I'm like, oh, I don't feel anything. This is not like pleasurable, this is not sexual, this is not arousing, this is nothing for me. So being responsible instead of just like honest, I want to notify the guy that I will not be able to continue. This brings me no pleasure, this is not an interest of mine. I will not be able to engage in a like productive, fulfilling conversation about computer games with you. I have no knowledge, I will not be obtaining it. I cannot support you in that. I mean, I can listen if you want about like your experience, but I don't know the genres. I don't know it bears no significance to me. It just, why is it so difficult to explain? It's so simple, but I feel it's so difficult to explain. There are fucking a myriad ways of misunderstanding me. So I'm completely indifferent to it. And I don't think this is like with the fucking or like with conversation, it's not what people want. So I kind of want to notify that I cannot realistically continue this conversation because I have nothing to say, have nothing to ask. I don't want to. I'm glad you have it in your life. Cool. Like if you want to talk me from that point of view, like, oh, this is in my life, and I'm like, oh, okay, so I've learned this thing about you. But I cannot engage in a discussion about it. I cannot like say, oh yeah, like, and I play this computer game and it's so cool, and like I cannot bond over it because I don't play computer games. So I notify that individual, and he says, well, I pity you. And I'm like, what? Why would you pity me? I'm not suffering. So I laugh it off. I'm like, that's funny. Like, just say I don't need pity. Like I don't require it. And he explodes and says, "Don't you fucking tell me what to feel! I have the right to feel what I want to feel. When I see someone who like is not interested in computer games and it's such a magnificent genre, and like not even in shitty computer games, they're not interested in this beautiful, like magnificent, this very important computer games. I feel pity for them because they're so limited, and it's my feelings and I have the right to have them." To my, like, as another monument to my stupidity, I did reply to that. Politely. And then there was another explosion like that, and I said, "Yeah, fuck it, bye." So I genuinely think there is something wrong with that person. And this line of thinking that, "Well, it's my feelings, I have the right to my feelings, and if I feel pity for you, you disgusting thing, it's my right to feel that." It's insane. It's just some weird fucking reasoning. I cannot, like again, like if you look at it from the point of consent, that was an action, like feeling pity. Thank you, for my like limitations and my disabilities to enjoy computer games or something. Absolutely, you're right. As in, like, I literally cannot stop you. Like, it's even pointless to call it a right, because there is nothing in this world apart from like smashing your stupid skull and like letting your brains out, in which case you will stop feeling anything, which is like a crime, and I'm not gonna do it anyway, because like, the fuck, why would I do that? Apart from that, there is nothing in this world that can change it. It's not a right, it's a fact. It's just a fact of life. But you expressing pity and pitying me is an action. And again, if I apply consent, which I do apply, I fucking apply this consent everywhere. It's like, we're doing the thing. And I do something, I express something. Like I come but once. And I say, "Oh, I come only once, and then I don't want to come anymore. I don't want to be aroused anymore. I want to go to sleep and like snore," which I do. And I love it. And they say, "Oh, I pity you. I pity everyone who doesn't come 15 times in a row. Oh, you poor thing." I did not consent to this interaction. I did not consent to like being pitied. And I don't require it, and like it's so batshit crazy to me. But enough of me, enough about me. I'm all good, but maybe I'm manipulating. When I'm telling the guy that I will not be able to bond with him in this conversation, or like enjoy it in any way, and like share, or we will not be able to create a mutually like beneficial, nice experience, because it doesn't do anything for me. Maybe because I expect him to like go, "Oh, okay, got it," and like move on to something else. Maybe I'm manipulating him because I'm not asking him directly. And then I started thinking, like, how would asking him directly look like? And I had different ideas. And I have tried all of them because I'm fucking old. And none of them actually like... There is this narrative that like if you do this, it's gonna be cool. And if it's not gonna be cool, you need to like assert your boundaries and then everything is gonna be cool. So I had like different kind of points of how else could I express it. So what I did with the therapist was a bit different. I didn't tell her that, oh, like, you know, sorry. I always fucking apologize to them. Sorry, we cannot do this because I'm, yeah, like, it doesn't do a thing for me. I asked her. So if I do the same with this computer games guy, I would have asked him, like, hey, can we... Are you gonna be, like, are you willing, are you agreeing, do you agree, are you gonna be willing, are you okay with continuing our conversations without talking about computer games or like bringing it up, because I have nothing to contribute there, and it's just pointless information for me, or even without this nugget at the end. So like, could you do you agree to having this conversation without bringing up the computer games? And I'm like, maybe this is also manipulation. And how is it? Let me yeah. Galaxy brain. I mean, I know how the person can take it as like me controlling them. So I'm asking for information actually, like, can you do that? Do you agree to do that? Are you willing? Do you sign this paper? But it might mean in their ears something like, stop fucking talking about it. Can you paint the wall magenta? Do you paint the walls with bright colors, or do you only work with like muted colors? Are you going to be okay painting with magenta? I mean, like, you don't have the experience and you don't want do you fucking despise magenta or whatever? You can say no because of any stupid reason, because that's consent. So can you do that? Somehow vast hordes of people would take it as an insult of some kind. You're doing wrong, like if you're painting walls with muted colors, you're doing it wrong, and you should actually be painting them magenta. And like, can you even do that, you shit? I'm like, how do I, like, other ways to ask for information, other ways to ask for consent without it being taken as something else. It's just like, so I have two different situations where I used different tactics, different communication strategies, because it just so happened it could have been the other way around, and like, no problem there. And I'm thinking, is this one manipulation? Is this one? What about if they are both manipulation? Then what is not manipulation? So then another option that I see there, and I really want to shrink, because I see these options, like what could be done in this situation, and I'm like, maybe I'm fucking missing something. There is this like fairy tale where I'm from, so like the knight, like on the horse, comes to like a crossroads, and there is a stone, like a big rock, and it says like, you go left, you get fucked in the ass, raped. You go straight, like, your horse gets fucked in the ass and then dies. And like, go right, you will lose like your whole family back home. Like you go back, and like the world ends. Choose. And like, I just see these four options. I mean, the fifth is like just staying there indefinitely, I guess. Unless we introduce like more elements and someone else comes and like they tell them that it's not actually real and like shit like that. Yes, I'm coming up with them. So this is what my mind comes up. Someone else's mind will come up with something else. Just by virtue of them being a different person. I want that. And I want to compare these like fields of options, and I'm like, oh, I missed that one and you missed this one. Like we're solving an equation, and I see like these maths. I see these ways to solve the equation, like move the numbers here and like use this and like that, and someone else will have something else. I'm like, oh, cool, like, oh, I could use that. Oh, you could use this. It's like shrinks it, like makes it easier and like easier to like operate on. Or like, no, I actually wanted in a difficult way and things like that. This is what I fucking want. I need to backtrack. Where was I? So yeah, another option that I see is like the fucking is going on and it does nothing for me, and I just keep silent about it. Because like, it does nothing, but it doesn't hurt me. Is this like what I'm supposed to do? This is not manipulation? Because like, I think I have no kind of expectations based off of my actions. I mean, I don't like non-actions. I don't have any expectations for the behavior of the other person. Or do I? I mean, I genuinely think this is crazy, but so is the Bible. It exists. I kind of want to, I think when I go to the next drink, I will just like fucking interview them. Okay, like describe this religion of yours to me, because I want to understand. So I personally find this this choice, this option, not optimal, suboptimal. It's detrimental to the person making this choice. So again, like if we bring it to fucking and consent, any kind of educational material you consume on that topic will tell you like, yeah, that's like, don't do this to yourself, and like don't do this to your partner. It's like disrespectful and like disconnecting. You disconnect from them. So like, and this is not what this is about. This sort of thing. It makes sense to me. Like just yeah. Like when I started seeing the materials on consent, I was like, oh, finally, yeah, someone is saying this shit. Yeah, that's how it is. So I find it like it's psychologically hurtful. It traumatizes you if you do that. Or like in the very least it just like you don't get pleasurable experiences, you don't get connection, it just gives you nothing because yeah, well that's the premise there. But then also it kind of it's a lie, but like by omission, so that the other person in my experience, like in 99% of cases, they get the impression that, like, yeah, it was connecting and bonding and sharing, and like you were in and we like it now. So they just continue like that. They don't have the knowledge. Like you're not objecting. He's taking as you enjoying that. So like enthusiastic consent, and it's not there. And like if it's allowed to happen for like a longer period of time, it just breeds fucking confusion and like, what's the word I'm looking for? Bad feels. Because I'm like, yeah, no, like, yeah, of course. Yeah. What's the word I'm looking for? No, rejection. Something with shun at the end. It's like a break of trust, break of connection. Not good. Not good. But like, this, at least I cannot stretch it enough to make it into manipulation. So, like, am I supposed to do that? There were some other options that I thought of. Like changing this phrasing. I have a feeling that if I like go on a psychology like therapy forum, like ask a therapist kind of thing, or like if I ask an actual therapist and I describe like the situation, so the guy talks about computer games, I tell him that I'm not interested in them and I cannot engage in this discussion. Is this manipulation on my side? They will say, no, of course not. You're just stating your boundary. Which I mean, it's not even that, in my opinion, but I need to check because that's their lingo. But then, I think if I start like talking about that, and if I start saying that, so when I say that I'm not interested in it, and I expect the person to say, oh, okay, and move on to something else, that is bad. I am controlling and manipulating, and I need to learn to just let people be people and whatever, and just like focus on my behavior. And we can arrive at this crazy place. And I've been getting this shit for free with my third number 2, who's like deep in there. Like I really don't want to pay money for this, like, but I think I will have to do the interview. So I'm trying to construct this ideal scenario. So I have no expectations. I just have the need. Why do I have it though? I don't know. Because it's a religion? Because yeah, it's religion, yeah. Because I have to do that. Because this is what a healthy person does. They know their boundaries, they know what they want, and they clearly say them. So, we're talking, a guy's gonna say computer games. I'm gonna state my boundary that I'm not interested in computer games. And then like, whatever the reaction is, it's like, it's on them. And I just should, like if they punch me in the face through the computer, I just have to say, I will not be treated like that. I will not be punched in this online friendship, and that's why if the punching occurs again, I'm only talking about myself. Only my actions. Like don't. I will move to. I will live on Jupiter from then on. I have to be ready to move to Jupiter if the guy punches me in the face. And I'm like, I'm really trying to imagine this world that like works according to these rules, and it looks batshit crazy to me. And this is exactly what my turd number 2 was doing, and it broke my brain. Because he would say that this topic that you'd said no to 50 times, I have the right, because it's my mouth and my tongue, and I'm forming my own fucking syllables with that. I have the right to say it. I will keep doing it, but I'm not forcing you to listen. I'm not holding you. You're not tied up and like you're not chained. So you can just leave. So I'm trying to apply it to like actual reality, in which he constantly repeats the things. I made a list recently, and I think we spent together like maybe 80 days, like very generous estimate. And there were about like 50, 60 topics that he would pressure me on. He would like, but you should do that, but it's so good, but why don't you do that? And like every instance would last about like 30 minutes, an hour. And he would repeat that and repeat, like most of them were not just one single occurrence. So this is the reality. So according to his system, that he's like, it's perfect, it's what he wants. Like, I go to his place, which is like 2 hours by hitchhiking. I enter the house, he opens the door, and he says like, ooh, like board games. Everyone likes games. Like role-playing. Why don't you try it? And I have a boundary that the third time you repeat something, like you ask, like you offer me to do something that I already said no to, I leave. And like that's his concept, that this is what should, because he's not holding me, I'm free to leave. So he opens the door, he says like role playing, and I say, yeah, I will not be talked to about role playing, and I turn around and I go away. I don't know how it's supposed to work when he comes here and he's in my house, because I can only leave in his system. I cannot like ask him to leave. So now I'm supposed to leave my own house, and I have like responsibilities, you know. But then like, if that's the system, I will not invite you to my house, because I don't want to be in that situation where I will have to leave my own fucking house, because you will again do this thing, because you want to, you fucking yourself say that you will do it, you have the right to do it, you want to do it, you promise you will do it. Okay, so if that's so, and according to the system, I only have the option of like leaving and withdrawing from the situation, like I will not be participating in this conversation. You will not be coming here, and I actually will not be coming there, because like I'm not like, nah, like 2 hours hitchhiking